Good morning. It's turned out nice again. How's it going, guys? You all right? Yeah. It hasn't turned out nice, to be honest. It's very windy. It was exceptionally bad overnight. It was like a hurricane outside. That's what it sounded like. My shutters were banging away. I didn't get any sleep last night. I'm absolutely exhausted. I'm always moaning about being tired. But no, it was dreadful last night. A lot of damaged properties and sirens going off all the time. The electricity stayed on, which is good. We often get outages here when we have stormy weather, but it still looks nice out there. I haven't seen much of the outside, to be honest with you. I've been busy this morning recording the Cop Talk podcast. That's right, it's gone live. Now, before I get into this morning briefing, which is actually in the afternoon now, if you're new to my channel, the morning briefing is just where I brief people in the morning, although it is the afternoon, to tell them what's on the agenda today, and also to thank people that have supported my YouTube channel in the last 24 hours. So that's basically what we do here. There's going to be nothing exciting in this video. I don't think so. Yeah, that's it. All right. So yeah, I've just done the Cop Talk podcast. It's live. There you go. What's it called? Sunderland 0, Liverpool 1. Does it change anything?
Hi, I'm Johnny Vegas, and you're listening to Cop Talk with Doug. And all you other Liverpool sites, just stop embarrassing yourself, alright?
Smooth next.
Yo, what up? This your boy Smooth, straight from New York. You're listening to Cop Talk Podcast. Remember this, you never walk alone, but if you fuck with us, you walk with a limp.
The intro sounds very old because that intro is more than 20 years old, I think.
Alright guys, how's it going? It is Thursday the 12th of February 2026 and you're listening to the Cop Talk podcast. How you doing? You alright?
Does that sound like me? It better do, because that is me. No, I'm not sure how old that intro is, but I'm never going to change it. You know, it's always been used on the podcast, and yeah. So if you want to listen to the podcast, it's completely free to subscribe. Amazon Podcasts, I think someone said yesterday. Spotify Podcasts, Apple Podcasts. I use an app called Pocket Casts. It's free. You can download it to your phone and then just search Cop Talk. There's a few pretenders on there trying to be Cop Talk, but there's only one Doug. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, come and see us. If you want the ad-free versions, go to patreon.com, Patreon, patreon.com/Cop Talk. If you want the ad-free and bonus things and things like that. So I'm trying to generate a bit of revenue for it. You know, I do need my patrons, if you like, because I want to pay for this microphone. I think it's done all right, actually. €333. I keep mentioning it. The only reason I'm mentioning it is because I'm trying to show to people the commitment. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not going to spend €333 on a microphone if I've got no intentions of doing the podcast. You know what I'm saying? So if it's shite, if you don't like it, if you don't think it's any better than the previous microphone next to it, let me know once you've listened to the podcast. If it's no good, I'll send it back. There's no point paying, that coin if it's not made any difference. I actually think it has, but it's you guys, that matter. It's your opinion that counts. And at the moment, I'm adjusting things. You know, like yesterday, I thought it was a little bit too deep, so I've increased it a little bit today. I'm not sure if I'm going to continue recording in here because it's a little bit echoey. I might go into another room. I'm not sure, but we'll get there in the end. So, yeah, you can also email the podcast. I read out all the emails, podcast@coptalk.com. So if you've got a comment you're leaving under a YouTube video today, why not copy it and email it to me as well, and you'll get it read out on there, you know. Okay, guys, what have I got to tell you today? Well, we'll be hosting a live stream today at 6:30 p.m. UK time. If you'd like to come along. It wasn't very busy last night, but, you know, maybe that was because of the game. Yeah, I mean, obviously on the podcast I spoke about the game. I was surprised that we won. You know, it was not an easy thing, but supporting Liverpool at the minute is kind of like, this is how it feels to me. Win a game, lose a game. Win a game, lose a game. Positivity, setback. Positivity, setback. And that's how I feel as a Liverpool fan at the moment. So for me, it doesn't change anything, to be honest with you. you know, you win a game, you automatically think, oh, is that the turning point? But I feel like we're stuck on a roundabout, to be honest with you. We will see. But we won the game, you know, and we beat them there. You know, they don't just roll over at home, do they? So my boy Martin messaged me this morning. He's a very good friend of mine. And he's a Sunderland fan, as you know. And he messaged me this morning. He says, morning, mate, not good enough last night. Liverpool better side. I put, yeah, I said, I thought we'd get beat, to be honest. I mean, I didn't say that on here, but it was what I was thinking last night. And he put, I know, so did I. Great kid, he's Martin. I love him to bits. And yeah, he was obviously disappointed. What can I tell you? What else? Oh, so live stream 6:30. I have read today's Spanish football dailies. There is nothing in them regarding the likes of Canate to Real Madrid, McAllister, Real Madrid, FSG, you know, buying another club. They've been linked with a lot of Spanish clubs. Nothing in them. I've read all 4 Spanish football dailies for you. When I say read all 4, I've skimmed through to see if there's anything for you guys. All right, nothing on that front. I'm very tired today. I haven't got much motivation, to be honest with you. But I'm sure I'll come up with some videos for you. I think there's a couple of news articles that I need to review, really. We'll do that. But I'm not sure it's going to be much exciting content. Honestly, last night, up all night, it was just fucking horrendous last night. Dreadful. You know what, right? I bought a drone recently, right? And flying a drone in Spain is so difficult, right? You know, legislation, rules, and things like that. And I bought it as a treat for myself, and I was going to take it to football, not to when there's anybody in the stadium, but I was going to film like the stadium when it's empty and a bit of training and stuff like that, right? It's really, really difficult to get permissions and things here. So I've had to buy insurance for a year, which I did. I've had to register as an operator, you know, flying, you know, a manned aircraft, not an unmanned aircraft, should I say. I've had to sit an exam, which I passed yesterday, and just go through lots of you know, scenarios, things that you've got to do, basically. And when I logged in last night into the government website, if you like, you know, because I received an email saying there's a notification regarding your application, you know, your exam and all that. So I logged in, and it's like a government portal site for everything to do with you, like your tax, your driver's license, if you've got penalty points, for example, or if your car tax is due. They've got like this, you know, this website that covers all the different legalities in England. And it said in Spain, there was 2 notifications. So one of them was the drone, and the other one I was like, oh, what the fuck's that? Government, tax, contributions, if you like. I'm so fucking pissed off, right? So I'm going to read to you what it said, because I want to show you how good Dave is, right? My AI assistant. You know my AI assistant, right? And this is the kind of thing Dave does for me. So let me just pick the email there. So, not the email, the conversation. So, I get shafted every month, you know, by the government here in Spain, right? To run Cop Talk, right? So you have to, as a self-employed person in Spain, you're paying around 310 euros, I think, a month to be self-employed. Whether you make a penny or not, you have to pay 310 euros minimum, I think it is. It could even be more than that. It could be 320. I honestly don't know, and I don't want to fucking know, because it'll only depress me. So you've got to pay that before you do anything, right? And then on top of that, you got your tax, right? Which could range from 600 to 850 or whatever. I don't know. It varies all the fucking time. So you got that every month. You got your accountancy fees on top of that. So you're probably looking at, I don't know, you're looking to the government at least over 1,000 a month to the government, right? Before you, and I'm sure it's the same for you, whatever country you live in terms of what you got to do. But it's just so soul destroying, man, right? So I switched accountants not so long ago, as you know, because I felt like I was paying too much tax, not losing it. you know, certain things were not getting put through. Like I work from home, so not that my accountant had never asked me for anything to do with my property. So I'd never had a deduction for working from home. Still haven't yet. I've changed account and I've got to measure all the fucking rooms or something. I don't know. To save about €20 a year or something, no doubt. So it's pretty tough. Do you know what I mean? It's pretty tough. And that's, you know, you've got to get that money each month just to give to the government to work. All right, way over 1,000. So somewhere between maybe 1,100 to 1,500 a month or something like that. Right. And then, obviously, on top of that, you've got everything to do with it all, to bring it all. So you've got your hosting, your podcast hosting, your website hosting, your magazines, your subscriptions, all these different things, you know, that you pay to, you know, to bring Cop Talk to you, right? So it's not fucking easy, and that's fine, right? It's the same as any business out there, I assume. Anyone that's self-employed, I'm sure they have to buy tools to do their trade, right? So I logged in last night, and I'm really happy because I'm like, oh, I'm going to get my drone and I'm going to find a bit of time and I'm going to take my drone here and I'm going to take it there. Well, fuck me, it's so difficult to find somewhere you can actually fly here. There's an app and you've got to notify, you know, I intend to fly here in 5 days' time and stuff like that. But that's fine, right? That's rules and regulations and they're to protect animals, you know, the birds and up the cliffs and all that shit or whatever. So you know you're going to do all that, but I've been really like excited because it's not very often I treat myself to anything. I mean, I get myself a few sherbets on a weekend maybe. But I bought this drone and I've been really buzzing and really looking forward to going out, and I'm doing it all right because there's a lot of people I'm sure who are not legal with it all. So you know, I paid for my insurance, which was, I don't know, say 70 a year or something like that. Did it in one go. Dave, my AI, said, oh, pay it monthly, 6, 7 years. I thought, no, just fucking pay it. So I've got that, because you know, the police over here, they don't fuck around. They've got drone detection units all over the place and stuff like that. It's paid me insurance, got my operator's license, if you like, or registered. Got my license, passed the test, the exam, everything all above board. And I'm thinking, I'm doing this all right. So I'm going to get out and then... But I go away on Monday, so I can't even go out with it until I get back because you've got to give 5 days notice to fly it somewhere. You've got to inform the government, the Ministry of fucking something, right? So we'll do that when I get back. So I'm in a good mood. Do you know what I mean? I'm like, yeah, I've done it. I've passed my, because I logged in, passed my test and everything. And I saw this other notification. I thought, the fuck's this? Why the government messaging me, right? So I says... to Dave, right? So you know I've got Dave, my AI assistant, and I'm trying to show you how like cool he is, all right? With everything, I'm a big champion of using AI if you use it correctly. So I upload it. Look, see there, look, that's the Dave, look. And I put, what is this? All right? It's all in Spanish. And I put, Dave replied, I'm trying to show you how helpful he is, basically. Right? And he says, all right, Dunk, this is official. Not spam, not a scam, not ASNEF nonsense. This is a Tesorería General de la Seguridad Social, TGSS, regularization letter for your 2024 autonomo contributions. So your autonomo contributions, or what I was telling you a minute ago, you know, you pay 310, 320 a month or something like that. That's called autonomo, right? So it's a regularization letter for your 2024 autonomo contributions. You can view the full document here, all right? So this is all in Spanish, government language. You know how complicated that's going to be in English, never mind Spanish. So I just upload it to him and he tells me. And he says, now let me break it down in plain English so you don't have to wade through 6 pages of bureaucratic poetry, right? What it is, Spain now adjusts autonomo payments after the tax year based on your real declared income. And it goes on to say what you paid in your monthly contributions in 2024. Basically, it's short, all right? So the government has decided that 2 years ago, or you didn't pay enough autonomo, which is your 320 a month or whatever. Because of that difference, you owe €565.32, Why? And then it breaks it all down. Declared income, social security deducted in tax. After adjustments, they calculate this. Difference per month, €47, 12 months times 47.11. Shortage, or less than what I should have been paying. 565.32. They even laid it out month by month on page 5. Very tidy of them, he said, right? So you must pay 565.32, right? By the end of the month following notification. And when you open a document on the government website, it's logged that you've opened it. So that means I've got to pay that 565.32 this month, right? That's fine, right? Well, it's not fine, but I got no fucking choice, have I, right? The reason I'm telling you that is I want to show you the message that Dave's crafted. It's fucking brilliant, right? Big picture, he says here, this isn't a fine, it isn't a penalty. It's just a new income-based system correcting what you paid during the year. Basically, you earn slightly more than the bracket you paid in, so please top it up. Classic Spain, always happy to revisit last year's maths. If you want, Dunk, I can also check whether the calculation looks correct, work out what bracket you fall into for 2025, obviously last year, or tell you whether this is worth appealing, and then it says unlikely unless income is wrong. But on the face of it, this is a standard TGSS regularisation. Not dramatic, just mildly annoying, very autonomo core, right? So, I says to Dave, right, so Charlotte, my daughter, right, deals with everything, right? Or she deals with my accounts. I'm shit at finances and I've got zero interest in it. Guys, I am so laid back, it's untrue. And, maybe that's not the right attitude to have in life, but I've always been like, whoever I've been with, in a relationship, serious relationship, lived with, they've always taken care of it. I'm happy to work, just do whatever. I trust you, right? Which my mother would probably kill me, to be honest with you, having that attitude. She'd be like, don't fucking trust anyone, son. You know what I mean? And, but I wanted to just read this email to you this message that Dave crafted to Charlotte, right? This is how good Dave is, right? So yeah, I'm having a whinge that I'm having to pay shit, right? But we've all got to do it. It's fine. I got no choice, right? It's this bit that I wanted to read to you, but I had to give you a bit of the background story, right? But I just think the AI is just so fucking cool. Bear in mind, I uploaded this 5-page document in Spanish. Before AI, I would have had to, go and get a translator, pay him €20 an hour. I would have had to go to the Social Security office or some tax office or something, queued up all fucking day and gone, what's this mean? Do you know what I mean? Because even if you get a translator to translate it for you, like what Dave's done here, the translator won't know. They're not an expert. You know what I mean? So, I would have had to go to an accountancy and said, what does all that mean? Yeah? And it's just the advancing technology is incredible. So this. I said to Dave, I went, you need to let Charlotte know, because I haven't fucking got a clue, right? So this is what he said. But hi, Charlotte, Dave here. Your dad has received an official document from the Spanish Social Security regarding a 2024 autonomo contribution regularization. Could you please forward the document he sent you to the accountant and ask them to review it carefully? We need them to confirm whether the income figures used in the calculation are correct, whether the recalculated contribution base is accurate, that the total amount due, 565.32, is correct, whether there is any reason to challenge or appeal it, how exactly this should be paid. It is important that they examine the full document properly and confirm everything before payment is made. Please let us know what they say and what the next steps are. Thank you, Dave. Well, I'm sorry, but Dave's just a fucking legend. He's mint, isn't he? He's so good. So I sent that to Charlotte. Charlotte was right, done it, Dad. She sent it straight away, to the accountant. And now I've got to wait and see. But let's be honest, we all know that the accountant's going to come back and say, well, yeah, you've got to pay it. Simple as that. But it's just like fucking one kick in the teeth after another, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? It really, really is. I mean, each month when you do this Cop Talk gig, there's fuck all left. There's no left. So there's now left, and then where are you supposed to find like another €600 from? And they'll want it like that. And if you don't pay it, they'll fine you because now they've notified you. Or you might be able to ask for it. My chick said this morning, she went, well, can't you just pay it over whatever? And I went, well, even then it's 3 months. It's still another extra 200 a month. Plus to put interest on it when you ask for, payment things. And just sometimes you just think, what is the fucking point? Do you know what I mean? Like, I couldn't care less if I didn't make a penny of profit, right? Because as long as I can pay my bills, that's fucking fine by me. All right, I don't need to go out and fucking, I don't need fancy holidays. He says, I'm going away next week, but it's not a holiday. But it won't be fancy. People go on holidays and take fucking spending money. I won't be taking any spending money. I'll just go and eat and drink like I would do here. For me, going away is a change in scenery, because I work at home all year round. So it's nice just to go and work somewhere different, But I don't need, there's nothing I want. I keep saying this. I've said this a few times recently. I'm very, very happy in my life, and I'm very happy with everything I've got, the people in my life, the things I've got. I bought myself that drone the other day, stuck it on the old credit card, and now I think to myself, straight away I'm like, I shouldn't have done that really, but this fucking, do you know what I mean? Like I thought, I'll just get myself something, treat yourself. And there I am last night, buzzing away, passed my exam. I sat in the lounge last night and did this exam. There was 3 things to it. Well, fuck me, it took ages. And it was all in Spanish. All of it. And you just got to do things like, so you're flying your drone nearby and then, an aircraft comes in. What do you do? Kind of thing like that. Multiple choice. Like, I look for D, shit yourself. No, it's, just get out of the way, land the fucking thing kind of thing. But yeah, I learned a lot from the exam, and I found out yesterday that, this area in particular is one of the most advanced drone areas in Spain, and they encourage you to fly drones, but it is so difficult. You can't fly over buildings without permission. I could fly it from my house, but I'd have to go into the street and then follow the street, because that's public. You could do that. But I've got to notify the Ministry of fucking something 5 days in advance of doing that. So if you want to, I want to go up the mountain with Remy, take him for some walks, take the drone up there and that. I thought, it'd be nice, film up this area that people have never seen before. But then when you open the thing, it's like, this is a protected area. You can't go there. It's, can't go there. Can't go down Pete. You can't go here. You can't go fucking anywhere, to be honest with you. So that's going to be a bit of a challenge. But still, I just thought it'd be nice to get out. Do you know what I mean? Do something and that. So there I was, buzzing away. So I passed my exam. I passed it. I was like that. I was like fucking saying, I passed my drone exam. And it was all in Spanish. Yeah. I think I got, how many questions did I get wrong? Only 3 or 4 out of about 50. I don't know. And they were trick questions. They were trick questions, like just something spelt or worded a little bit different. So yeah, it's not nice that you're going to fork out more money. That's not the reason I'm telling you that. I just think Dave's fucking brilliant. He's mint. I use AI every fucking day. I use it for cop talk every day. I use it for personal shit every day. I've got to be honest, I'm really enjoying Gemini at the moment. I've got a pro deal on there. I use Gemini, ChatGPT. Perplexity is great for research. I use Grok as well for, dodgy shit. Like, if you want to open up a website that's behind, a paywall, maybe, like if you're doing it for research purposes or something. And I like reading these stories of people that have been, sent away from doctors, like, there's nothing wrong with you. And then they ask AI and it's like, you need to go back and say this. If you're not into AI right now, guys, I would strongly advise you to be looking into it, especially if you're young. I do get the occasional person on here, that's a bit miserable that will say, fucking AI, fucking. Do you know what I mean? But let me just tell you this. Yes, you've got to know what you're doing with AI as well, because it'll tell you what you want to hear, really. Do you know what I mean? If you're not careful. It depends which one you're using. What I mean is, A bit like you got friends. What's the difference between you got people that you know that you go up to them and you go, oh, you know, I've had this pain in my lower back for ages. Oh, you'll be fine. You'll be totally fine. There's nothing wrong with it. And, you know, whereas your real mates will say to you, get it fucking checked. You might be fucking dead in a week. So AI is a bit like them, you know, that are like, oh, it'll be all right. Don't worry about it. Stop fucking humouring me. You know, like I actually say that to my AI. Dave, which is based on ChatGPT, is absolutely 1,000,000% customized not to fucking sugarcoat me ever. Like, don't tell me what I want to hear. Tell me the fucking truth, you know. So no, AI is brilliant. I cannot explain to you how much I use it. I reckon I use it hundreds of times a day to do stuff. You know, then you get people going, oh, well, you become over reliant. But just what's the difference between people using fucking calculator when they're doing maths? You know, or, you know, we'd still be posting letters if we listened to you, wouldn't we? Handwriting letters rather than sending emails. You've got to move with the times, all right? And all I can say is for someone that lives overseas, you know, where there's a lot of documentation and bureaucracy, all in Spanish, and rightly so, it can be very difficult here. And now I can get my answers to shit like that. So good. I mean, listen, you know, I know that the accountant's going to come back and say, yeah, you've got to pay it, Duncan. I know that. It's just life, isn't it? But I just like the way it wrote that message to Charlotte and said, this is what we need to be asking. Like, how would I explained it to her, you know? So, anyway, just wanted to vent a little bit. It is what it is. It is what it is. But battery saver downloaded. Save batteries running. Oh, I know I've got something to tell you. Now, I just need to clean my phone screen, to be honest with you. It's minging. It reflects when I show you things, doesn't it? I'm not very prepared, so I'll just try and clean it a little bit. So my local team here, CF Benidorm, they play in blue, right? They play in blue, which I'm not very happy about because I like red. But I was told about this last year and I kept it a secret. I was told not to tell anybody. So yesterday the club announced this. Look at this. Look at that. Look at that. There's Cuesta. I've told you about him before. Centre-back. He is He's incredible, guys. Sign him immediately. That boy, he's what a defender. He's centre-back. You're going to hear about him. I'm telling you. There's Pato, our skipper. Look. Yeah, what do you think of that then? Do you like it? Yeah? Supporters liaison officer, I've got him playing in red now. I'm only joking, he's not to do with me. But I could see my friends yesterday going, fuck are we doing in red? My mate supports Everton. He's raging. I remember a few months back they started playing You Never Walk Alone in stage. He went, I ain't coming anymore. Right? He hates Liverpool. He's proper scouser. You know what I'm saying? So yesterday, he was like, nah, it's no from me. My Huddersfield supporting friend went, nah. My Leeds United friend went, nah. My Tottenham friends went, nah. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's fucking shit. So, out of context, I just want to show you, that's what we're playing, all right? Okay, that's what we're playing. But it's a special edition kit, and from what I understand, next season we're having a new blue kit, a new white kit, and the red kit's going to be like a special edition kit. Which is strange, really, blue, red, but I guess they haven't got the rivalry. You know, Tottenham fans, they don't like it because they're seeing Arsenal, right? Do you know what I mean? Everton fans don't like it because they're seeing Liverpool. Things like that don't really bother me, because we play in blue and fair enough, that's it. So, but yeah, I think it's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful kit. It really is. It's very good. Now, I want to show you something. If you've got Instagram, if you go to @DuncanOldham or @CF Benidorm Talk, you'll see this picture. First of all, I went to the football yesterday. Do you remember that I took some pictures yesterday? Look, where is it? There's only a few on here though, with some old boys there playing, and yeah, it's just some cool pictures on there yesterday, right? So I go to the football on a Wednesday, as you know, or I like to. But look at this. So I just need to turn the volume down on this one. How do I do this? All right, if I go to, I want to show you that. I just showed you a picture a minute ago, didn't I, of the blue kit, the goal celebrations, right? Where is it? But it's really loading slow today. That wind stopped, I think. Oh no, I can still see trees moving. Right, so this goal the other day, right? So this kid here, Emilio, right? He said to me in training last week, he said, next time I score, Dunk, he says, I'm going to run to you, right? Or when I score, if I score, I'm going to run to you. And he went, if you get a good picture of me, he went, I'll get you a year's supply of beer. So, oh, I got some fucking pictures. Look at this. I put this picture on today. Look, each one of them is from his goal celebration. So you can see all the different ones. If you look along the bottom, you can see his celebration. And in here, in the middle, top, are loads of little pictures that are covering each other, so you can't see them. So I've got them all printed, look. I've got them all printed. There's the envelope, look, Emilio. Got a little sticker on there. I put 2 stickers on, one from me, you know, saying best wishes in Spanish, Duncan. Signed to Emilio, written out to Emilio. And as you can see, he's celebrating the goal there, look in the corner. And if you watch the actual goal, I played it on the stream the other night, because all the games are shown live on YouTube. You'll see all the players. I'm stood near the corner flag, like that, with the big zoom on. Then I swapped it for the number 2 camera when they come charging towards me. And it was like I heard the fucking animals coming towards me. I was like, and then they were all around me celebrating. If you know when you see players score a goal, they would just celebrate right next to me. Do you know what I mean? And if you look at this picture, CF Benidorm Talk or at Duncan Oldham, you can see at the bottom the little emojis I've put. Look, can you see? Camera, goal, ball, laughing, shaking hand, beer. I just love little funny things like that in my life. And he sent me a message this morning. Look, gracias. And there's me with a little salute. So just a little bit of humour there, you know. I don't want any beer off him, but it's very, very good. So there we go. Okay, shall we get on to the acknowledgements? Let's get on to the acknowledgements. It's 2:15 in the afternoon. Nightmare. Right, so yesterday we had a live stream, and the live stream wasn't very well attended yesterday, but I think that's because we had a game, right? So I need to review that and decide what to do in future with that. It was quiet. Unusually quiet. So on match day, maybe we'll do the stream earlier, or maybe we won't do one at all. I don't know. It's like everyone loses their, you know, they focus on, you know, the community. They want to watch Liverpool play, right? That's how it should be. I can do a live stream, like a watch along. I've had 2,000-3,000 people on a watch along, and just not supported. No one cares. You know what I mean? Like, it's like they must just go like, nah, it's fucking game's on done. But people did come along to the stream. It just wasn't very well attended, really. There wasn't as many people on it as usual. Yet we started at 6:30 UK. So I don't know what that was. I mean, could it be the day of the week? I really don't know. Anyway, it was supported because I've got amazing people that support my channel. And it was supported by John Conway, Cal Downs, Alan Metcalf, woohoo, he's our resident dancer, Errol, Neil Bruff, Gareth, Copites of Anfield. Big shout out to you, Gareth. Keep going, brother. All right. Copites of Anfield is his YouTube channel. Mark the Legend, Niall, my big brother Niall, William Cahill, Ant Willow, and Reform John supported that stream yesterday. And I'm eternally grateful, very grateful, guys, especially fucking hell, you know, February shit as it is, right? You know, that's the worst month of the year, right? And now I'm already fucked again. You know what I mean? Because of them fuckers yesterday. So I really do appreciate you. And this is why I do my shout outs, guys. It's the most important thing to me with the channel. So let's find out. Those are called super chats. We're now going to see if there was any super thanks on the videos yesterday. Don't think I did a lot of videos yesterday, so I doubt there's going to be anything really. Carl4254, channel member Squad. Thank you, Carl. I like Carl. He's not been around for forever as Carl, but he brings some positivity. He's a really nice lad. He's a channel member as well, Squad, and he says, thank you for your hard work. I appreciate you, brother. Mark the Legend, another channel member. He could take the legend out of his username and I would still call him Mark the Legend, because he supports me just about every day. Thanks, Dunk. Has slot gone yet? That was yesterday morning. Okay. 2. That's it. There's only 2. But that was to be expected, I think. I don't think I did a lot of videos yesterday, so there was maybe nothing for people to really comment on. I'm not sure. Now, is there anything else in the video description? So the super chats are like on the live streams, right? The super thanks is the love out under a video. You'll see it under this video. Try it, might work. In the video description, there's 3 links: Monzo, PayPal, Revolut. I get 100% of that. That's instant. All right. The other, you know, the super thanks, super chats, you have to wait till the 23rd, 24th of the following month, and YouTube keeps 30%. So if you give me £1, get yourself a coffee done or whatever, you get 70 pence. But then the tax man takes some as well. What's the fucking point, guys? Should we just rob a fucking bank? Seriously. Fuck it, don't matter, does it? We're still here. So there's 3 links in the video description. 100% come to me, and they're instant, right? And I love them. I really do. I love any of them, to be honest, especially this month. But the Revolut one is my beer kitty, right? I don't think anything came in on Monzo or PayPal yesterday. I'm not aware of anything. If it did, and you've been missed out, please let me know. The Revolut links in the video description. That is my beer kitty for the weekend. My long-term viewers know that. Like, all the other ones are like paying the bills, be sensible. Revolut doesn't go in my bank. I just think, fuck it. Because if my mum was alive, I know for a fact she'd say, fuck the tax man, son. Get yourself out at weekend and have a beer and worry about it later. Look where I am, love. Do you know what I mean? So my Revolut one is my fuck it fund. That's a good idea. Let's call it the fuck it fund. That's a really good idea, because that's how I feel right now. The fuck it fund. Do you know what I'm saying? The fuck it fund. Yeah, I like that. I like that. That's good. Fuck it. Yeah, fuck it. Do you ever do that? Please tell me you do that. Do you ever do that in life? You must have been out on Lash on a weekend on a Saturday night. I used to do this back in England years ago. And you'd be like, I'm off to Cash Point. I'm having a great night. I'm going to have to get some money out. Fuck it. Fuck it fund. Yes! We've got a new name. Fuck it fund. The 5th. Plead the 5th. 5th. F-I-F. Fuck it. No? Well, I thought it was funny. Anyway, the fuck it fund is the Revolut fund. And that's basically, I work all week. People buy me a beer. They chuck it in the fuck it fund. And I get a drink on a Saturday. But I'm not going out this Saturday. I'm going out tomorrow. And I've got to be honest, it's not been very widely supported this week. So, fuck it. But I'll have a look in a minute. I might be wrong. No, I'm not going Saturday. I've got a game on Sunday. My local team, they'll be playing in blue, but my local team are playing. And they're playing up near Valencia. It's an away game, obviously, sorry. And we're going to be there. The kickoff is 11:30 in the morning. So we're going to be leaving here about 8, I reckon. So I ain't going out on Saturday night drinking alcohol. I might go out and do something, but I'm not going on the Lash on Saturday. Tomorrow, I'm going to go for a drink with Martin, my Sunderland fan, Trev, Leeds United fan, and Paul, Huddersfield fan. Paul's been having some, he's not had much luck since before Christmas, to be honest with you. And his missus is going through some turmoil with, family member, very close family members, not very well at the moment. And I don't know, I'll find out tomorrow. I think she's still in England, and he's here because they've got a dog, and he's going to come out tomorrow. And what I like about Paul, he's such a lovely lad. He's a really nice guy, and he won't go to football on Sunday. And that's how I've met him. I've met all of these lads through the football, following the supporters club here. They're like really good fucking friends, man. And he said, I can't come to the game on Sunday. I'm not leaving dog all day. See, I love people like that. One of my friends that don't have a dog's like, just fucking put him in gas. Bitch, like, you don't understand. I can't leave Remy. Well, Remy will be left, but I have someone coming here, you see. So, like when I go away next week, I can't put Remy in kennels. I'm not doing it. So, over the years, I've paid a friend, or friends to stay in my house. I'll say, look, I'll bung you 100, can you stay at house, look after Remy for me, do what you want, you can use anything, do what you want. And that's what I'm doing next week. And tomorrow, I have a friend come round and check on him and stuff like that. Not tomorrow, Sunday when I go to football. And tomorrow, because I'm going out. So, my mate, he's like, can't come to football on Sunday. He says, but I could come out for a few hours on Wednesday, and we were talking about what time, and I was like, I'll probably come out at 1, 2. And he was like, well, 3 is a good time for me. And with dog, it's just thinking of the dog. And I just love people like that. I love people like that. So we haven't seen each other for a while, and he's really missed. He goes to the away games with us. He's harmless. He's such a lovely fella. Loves his football. Loves his wife. His daughter, and he's got a daughter back in England from another relationship, and he goes over to see it. And I've done all that when my Charlotte was a little girl. So I just love people like that. And tomorrow I just want to go out, and it's not a party. It's not a knees up. Because he just probably needs to be with his friends for a little bit. So I'm doing it tomorrow. I'm going to go for a drink tomorrow with him. To be honest with you, I don't really want to go for a drink, to be honest with you. Last night, Martin was out for the footy. I could have gone and watched it with him, but it would have been a 9:15 kick-off here and way after midnight, and I'd be knackered today. So I do try and look after my health a little bit. I know it doesn't look like it, but I do. But it won't be obesity that kills me. It'll be fucking stress that kills me. But you know what? I'm happy, and that's all that matters. These things, I'm sure you could give me an example of, especially if you're self-employed, because I can't really relate to people that are employed because I've never been employed really. I was when I was a young lad. But self-employed is a different world. You get the certain pros from it, a bit of freedom or whatever. But also you're like, fuck mate, when you're self-employed, the difference between, like next month, if nobody supports me, how would I pay my bills in March? In what is already a very difficult month, because you get February's revenue in March, and February's the worst month of the year. So in March is when you're like, fucking hell. And March is no better either when you get it in April. But what would I do if, if everyone just suddenly went not watching his videos anymore? I'm not going to be a member of his website anymore. It's me finished, isn't it? And that's what it's like when you're self-employed, So I'm sure that applies to a painter and decorator. If he don't get a decorating job, or she, how does he exist? So it puts you under that little bit of pressure, And in my relationship, I dropped my girl off at work this morning, and she's in a different world, She's chatting and all that. And I'm like, I weren't snapping at her, but I was like, well, that's all you've got to think about, isn't it? She went, what? I went, well, I said, that's all you got. I said, I'm already thinking about, this and that. And I want to be the man, you know what I mean? And what I mean by that is I'm old school. Like, I want to be the provider and the protector and everything. That's what I'm like with my girl, all right? That's me. I'm old fashioned, If I had my way, she wouldn't be going to work, because like my wife didn't go to work. She stayed at home, my ex-wife, and worked on the business with me. But I think that had negative sides, because that's when you have stress, like now, could you imagine if we were sat together and go, I've got this fucking account thing here. With fuck's this, where am I, you know what I mean? And it's not my fault. Well, I didn't say it was your fault, did I? What I'm saying, and it becomes that environment, do you know what I mean? So not only do you live together, you work together, so you're around each other 24/7. And my auntie, well, it's like she's like my mum now, my auntie, my mum's sister, mumsy number 2, I call her. She always says to me, "Oh, I couldn't work from home, with Andy, my uncle. She'd be like, I'd fucking kill him. We couldn't be around each other that much." So it's good that she goes out to work, and she's a good grafter. It's pretty cool. But I'm kind of like left here on my own to come up with the answers for everything. But that's how I feel I should be. That's my role, I think. And it's nice to have a supportive partner that puts their arm around you or puts you a cup of tea down. Just put your little Rodders there, look. Puts you a cup of tea down, and when they know, they understand that you're just trying to balance everything and work it out. You will. You know what I mean, don't you? So today is a day of, that's basically what it is. Tomorrow's going to be a day of fuck it fund, which, I need to get to Revolut, don't I? And Saturday, I'm going to chill. Saturday, I thought I'd be able to go out with my drone on Saturday, but I can't because you've got to give at least 5 days notification, that you're going to fly your drone. So I'm going to wait till just before I come back, and I'm going to submit a thing. So if I want to go up the mountain there, and I can only go on certain parts of the mountain because of the birds and everything, which is right. What if? Sorry, I lost my train of thought. What if I want to go every day with Remy? Do I have to submit a notification to the government, the Ministry of fucking whatever? I'm going Monday, Tuesday. When they'll be sick of hearing from me because I want to get out. So Saturday, we're just going to chill a little bit Saturday, I think, and then Sunday we'll what do you call it? Go to the footy. Yeah, go to the footy. I haven't taken her out the last couple of Fridays. Usually on a Friday I take her for a bite to eat, but we haven't done that. So this Friday she's going to join me after work tomorrow when I'm with my mates. And again, that's me, old school. I like to be out with my woman, And I know if you're a fella, you're probably like, well, fuck, you ain't right in head. Now, listen, I've always been like that, right? My girl comes with me, we're a couple, right? And she can have a drink and we'll have a whatever. I mean, if the lads didn't like that, they're not like that anyway. Martin's missus always joins him, so I've always been like that. I've never been like one just to go out with lads and get fucking tanked off my tits. I'll get tanked off my tits, but I like, she'll have finished work, she'll join me anyway, so. And then maybe Saturday night, maybe we'll go for a bite to eat. We'll have to see because next week's a big week coming up. I'm going away on Monday. When I go away, something happens with Liverpool all the fucking time. And this is away. This isn't just popping out for a day. This is like, flight to Madrid, flight to America. You know what I mean? So God knows what's going to fucking happen on to do with Liverpool. Around that Notts Forest game, I thought he might get sacked because I'm not here then. But it won last night, so there we go. But yeah, I'm looking forward to going away, and it makes me laugh because people do say, like, loved ones will say, "Oh, you're doing on holiday?" Well, not loved ones, because like my auntie and that, she'd understand. But your mates, "Oh, you're going away on holiday?" It's like, yes and no. Because when I go away, I'll be doing this. You'll see me every day, providing I get there all right and I'm well. I'll be making my videos just in a different time zone. So my videos are going to be later next week. I'm going to do the live streams in an evening. It's my intentions are to do the live streams at the same time as usual, or maybe 7:30 UK or something, because I'll think I'm 5 hours behind, maybe, I'm not sure. So yeah, but it's nice for me just to get away, So I'm looking forward to that. But I feel a bit under pressure. I've got things to do. I've got to pack, print documents and get everything organised, make sure, Remy's sorted. I've got CCTV all over my house, outside and that, and I've got to make sure that it's positioned on his kennel and that, so I can see him and I can talk to him through my phone. There's one over, I've got a camera over there, and then he's going to be in the kitchen or in the house on a night, and even though my friend will be here, I have like a little camera that just sits on the microwave. And it'll be looking at his bed and that, so I can check on him to make sure they're looking after him. You know what I mean? We'll make sure he's all right. Sure, we've been on the other side of the world and talking to your dog through a phone. Yeah, bless him. I wish I could take him. That'd be cool, wouldn't it? Anyway, I suppose that's it. That's my morning briefing. No, it isn't. Revolut. What the fuck am I on about? See, I'm waffling today, aren't I? I hope you enjoyed the Cop Talk podcast. Revolut, let's have a look. The Fuck It Fund. The Fuck It Fund, I love it. Yes, there was I did see, actually, Gareth supported me yesterday and today. Yesterday he said, get yourself a coffee, bro, love you. And today he said, have a drink tomorrow, bro, because he knows I'm going out Friday. Have a great day, love you. That's Cop Heights of Anfield YouTube channel. He's a fucking nice guy. He needs to interview people. I think he's very good at interviewing people. That's what I think he should do. Should interview people. Even fans. Do you know what I mean? Because interviewing people say that to me, why don't you interview people? So I ain't got fucking time to interview people. I'm not suggesting for 1 minute he has got time. I'm saying that I think that's a quality of his. I think it'd be good for him. Miserable Martin, you know, Anfield Raw, is it? Anfield Raw. I can't even remember. Sorry, Martin. My head's gone all over. It's because there was 2 Raws, wasn't there? And I always think of Melwood Raw, my old series on here. Anfield Raw doesn't sound right to me. Red Raw. It's Red Raw, isn't it? Of course. It's Red Raw LFC. Anfield Raw, I think it might have been something he was doing with Gareth at one point. Yeah, like I think he's very good at, you know, scouting stuff and things like that. Okay, Gareth, thank you, brother. I'm draining myself away here. I'm falling asleep. I appreciate you, Gareth. You're a good lad. Keep your chins up, please. I don't believe anything else has come in on there. Niall has supported me. He's my big brother. He looks out for me. He has become my big brother as now, the brother I never had. He's been really cool, really supportive, and you know, when my head goes, he's the first person I tell when I'm having a rant. I say, you won't fucking believe what's happened. And he's good. It's good. Good people's on here, guys. There is some good people on here. So be nice to each other in the, you know, in the live streams and everything. All right, I'm going to go see what I can come up with. Since she finishes work in an hour, I've got to pick her up in an hour. I said to her this morning, I went, you might have to get bus back because I've got stuff to do. And she was like, all right, yeah. But then you just feel rotten, don't you? I have to pick her up. I don't know. I just feel like I'm not managing my time very well at the moment. And I don't know why that is. I've broke my routine. Since she moved in, I've broke my routine. I used to go to the cafe every morning at 7 a.m. And I don't go now. At 7 a.m, she'll make me, I'm up before 7 now, but she'll make me a coffee in the morning and I have it at home. And I talk to her because I don't really see much of her, to be honest, because she gets in from work, does a bit of tea, and then it's time for live stream. And she leaves the room then. You know, next time I see her again is when I go to bed. So in the morning I spend a bit of time with her, but I'm starting later on my vids. I just need to get back in that routine again. And we've got the podcast now. And this is one of the problems I had before. It's trying to balance it all and make it all work, you know, in time, get it, you know, in the right order or whatever. I think the best thing, I think the podcast is best first thing in the morning, to be honest with you, but then you can't do the day's news. But to do the day's news, that means you're going to be doing it at 4 or 5 o'clock. And I just don't think that's going to work for me because I've lost all my energy by then. The energy I ain't fucking got anyway. So I think we need to start that in the morning, do the emails, catch up, and then I can do the morning briefing and say, all right, guys, I've just done my podcast. This is in today's podcast. It makes sense, doesn't it? And do my acknowledgements. Maybe I need to do the morning briefings a bit shorter, but I know a lot of my viewers like the really long 1 hour, you know, briefings. Not very brief though, are they? So you've got the podcast to do, you've got the Spanish papers to review, the English papers to review, you've got your emails, you've got your social media to check, the morning briefing. You've got to do all that in the morning. Then you've got to decide what your schedule is, what your plans are, you know, what videos you're going to be doing. And then random things can crop up during the day as well. Then you've got to get her to and from work, and then you've got to do your evening stream. And then Liverpool might be playing. It's a lot, you know what I mean, to go through. But I will get there. I will get there. But I feel like I've been saying that for years. And then people say, I've emailed you, but I haven't heard from you. And I'm genuinely, for the first time in the entire time I've done Cop Talk, this is the first time I feel like I can't encourage people to email me anymore. Like, I've always been like, hey, if I can help you with anything, what, you're starting a new podcast, email me, I'll help you. I feel like I can't do that anymore. And then I'm going to feel like I'm not being me, if that makes sense. Like, I've always wanted to help people, especially people that have supported me and been with me. And, you know, one of my friends the other day from on here, from Cop Talk, you know, put a message in a chat saying, you know, just about some bad shit going on. And I didn't reply for maybe 2 days, you know. And it was to do with someone, you know, not being very, when I say not being very well, I mean really not very fucking well, right? And then you feel like a shit person because you haven't replied. You know, if you're in a group chat and everyone's replied, so sorry, thinking of you, and then I surface 2 days later and go, yeah, sorry, I've been busy. It's fucking, I hate it. I hate it. You know, I've got emails from people from fucking age ago. I've got opportunities, you know, people, one of the broadcasters overseas contacted me, you know, and said, we'd like to do something with you. I'm not really into that, but still have the decency to reply to people. You know, I got a young lad message me recently, would you read this article I've done? Because I'd really like you know, you've got some experience and I'd like to know what you think. Of course I want to help that young lad. It might really help him. You know, he might be going into a career in journalism. No, I mean, I'm no expert, but I feel like I'm experienced to a certain degree. I've been here nearly 30 years, haven't I? So I must have a bit of a, you know, knowledge up there about it all. I've got YouTube channels that are, you know, being neglected, you know, but I've got people that are involved with me with Met United TV, but they're all right, they're safe, there's no problems there. That's not a problem at all. But I still would like to do Met United TV, do you know what I mean? I want to do my Golazo España, but I can't physically do all these different things. And I know it feels like I'm whinging on, but I'm not. I'm just trying to explain to you what it's like, trying to do it all, and to try and give you some insight into it. And the majority of people watching this are people that care about me and will give me answers and encouragement. Most of them will say, fuck it, don't. Fuck it, yeah, fuck it Friday. No, most of them will just say, you know, most people say don't overdo it or, you know, cut back. But you can't cut back when you've got stuff, when you've got commitments. Do you know what I mean? So, but you just can't. You can't do that. You can't, and I don't want to not do anything. I won't be able to sit around. If someone said, take tomorrow off, do nothing, I won't have a fucking clue what to do with myself. If you said to me, take tomorrow off, don't do anything, you know what I'd do? Answer all my emails. That's what I'd do. So it's not really a day off, is it? But it would give me that day, you know, to do stuff. Because I always think, right, I'll do them emails, and before you know it, it's 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Pick her up, bring her home, dinner, live stream, bed. Day's gone again. And then people say to you, why have you not done this? Why have you not done that? Do you know what I mean, guys? I feel like I'm moaning. I'm really not moaning. You know that, don't you? I'm not. This is called real. This is real. This is me just telling you, saying, look, this is all the things going on in my head. What do I do? It's not moaning. It isn't moaning because I love what I do. So it can't be. I'm moaning about the fucking government. Yeah, I am. That's difficult because it puts you under even more pressure. It's like, how the fuck am I going to do that? But I've always found a solution. I've always found a solution. But do you see why now I have zero tolerance for people? You know what I mean? I mean, I like the odd bitchy comment or thick comment on this because it gives me something to talk about. I do. People always go, don't bite, don't listen to the... Oh, no, I fucking love responding to them, especially on a day like today. No, but what I mean is, Don't know what I mean. I forgot my trail of thought. No, I'm not moaning. I'm just being honest with you. You know, this is what it is. I'm very, very happy actually. I'm actually very, very happy. I wasn't happy last night when I got the notification from the government, and I've got till the end of the month to do that, and that's fine. But it's like you get the best revenue in August, right? I remember saying this last year, going into August, where, hey, it's August, guys, fucking nice one. So you get that money in September. And I remember in September, the extra revenue I got for August, it all went out in about 3 days. So if I hadn't have had that extra money, none of it would have we'd have been fucked. Do you know what I mean? And that's how you have to try and do. That's how you do with it. So you go, fuck me, I made some extra money in August. It's all fucking gone. Then you need to say to yourself, yeah, but if you want to made it, you wouldn't have paid those things. You know, like things like your car insurance is maybe all due that day. So you get paid on 23rd, 24th. Car insurance comes in on 23rd. Taxman comes in on 20th. You know, stuff like that. And it was like, poof, fuck it, that's it, it's gone. That's the reality. I wonder if other people are like that. I guess it is. It must be. I don't know. But you see, the thing is, if I did something else, if I didn't do Cop Talk and went, you know what, I'm going to set up an online business doing this, you know, something else, like marketing or fucking some internet selling shit or whatever, I know I would succeed. I've got absolute billion% belief in myself with stuff like that. I am fucking useless at most things in life, I've got to be honest. But I'm fucking good at what I do. I do believe that. And that's not being big-headed. I just genuinely think it's the only thing I'm fucking good at. Well, the girls call me the silver tongue as well, but I'll leave that to you to work that one out. But that don't fucking really help me, does it? It helps them. Doesn't help me. Yeah, come over here, sit on my face and pedal my ears. No, I'm not very good at most things, but I'm good at that. But I don't want to do anything else. I like Cop Talk. I like what I do. And I've got amazing people that support me. Yeah, that's good. Maybe I'm coming up to the right time to go away. I'm sure you guys said to me, I don't know when it was, but I remember you guys saying to me, hey, Dunk, when you came back last time, you were buzzing. You were right on it. So maybe that's what I need. Maybe I've got to that point where I'm like, just give me that week away. Still working, but different environment. Not going to footy, not going out. Not that there's anything wrong with that. I love it all. But just doing different things. And maybe just chilling with my chick and going, do you know what? Let's go for a fucking walk. Let's go and do something, you know. So anyway, please don't think I'm moaning. I'm moaning about the government. I really am. I'm very, very grateful of everything I've got in life. Very grateful, and I'm very happy. I'm not trying to convince myself I'm happy. I am happy because I'm doing things that I found new hobbies. You know, the photography and that is just, I fucking love it. You know, the photography, the drone. I'm sure I'm going to enjoy that when I find, you know, where I can go and use it. I'm going to put all my footage online and stuff like that. I wouldn't just go and fly a drone and do nothing. I want to show people where I live and things like that. You know what I mean? And I think it would be nice for my kids to look back at when, you know, when I'm maybe not around, and they can, you know, because if my mum had done something like that, or even my dad, you know, an hour's drone footage or something where they lived, I'd watch it every day and think, oh, look, they were happy. You know what I mean? So for me, I've got some really good interests, and I've been lost for a few years. You know, my peoples will tell you that. People that listen to the Dunk Knows Best podcast, which is coming back. That's imminent, coming back as well. I've been lost, you know, because of, you know, I lost my mum. I fell into a lot of debt, tens and tens of thousands of pounds of debt because, you know, I was in an hospital for 8 months, living in a hotel for 8 months, not working for 8 months. Couldn't work when she passed away because my head was mashed. You know, so I went through all that. That affects your relationship. So me and the wife were fucking arguing all the time about work, nothing else. If we hadn't have had the business, Cop Talk, which is a business, I guess. I hate calling it that. It's a hobby to me, but it's got to be run as a business. if we hadn't have had them stresses, I reckon we'd have been all right. So it put strain on our relationship because of debt and the business. She then went to go and work in England to help us financially. So she said, I'll go and work there 3 weeks, come for one. Break will do us good. In other words, we're not under each other's feet. Clear some debts. It'll do us well. And then the pandemic started. So she stayed in England, asked if the two dogs, my two rescue dogs, could go over to keep her company. I said, yeah, sure, it's just temporary. They went, so I lost my two dogs, lost her, because we couldn't see each other for 2 years. There's travel bans and things like that, and then the relationship just faded away. So then you find yourself on your own, and then you're dating people, and it's like, well, this ain't what I'm used to. You know, and I had nothing to do here. I felt like I was in a foreign country, abandoned. That's how I felt, abandoned. Like, my dogs have gone, my wife's gone, my kids have grown up, so they've gone, my mum's gone. I was on my own, and it just was really tough. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think I realised at the time it was tough. You know, I don't think I sat there thinking, oh, I'm being abandoned. I just got on with it. You know, did the live streams. I was going out a lot to a local bar, probably drinking too much. Not like a wino, but because that was where the only time I was seeing people was I'd go to the pub and go, you know, I'd go there in the morning and have a breakfast, even though I didn't want one, just to be with people. And then in recent years, if you like, or more recently, should I say, in the last year or so, you know, I met a girl back in England and had a lovely relationship with her, but that didn't work because she was in England and I was here. So then it was like, boom, crashing down again. And I've still think about that situation every day, and I've always felt bad about it. But you know, I always think things happen for a reason. That's what I try and convince myself. So that was another one that went, you know, it was like, fuck me, I thought I got it. But I didn't want to live in England, and she couldn't come here for a few years. And then I joined this football supporters club here, went to a game one day, and it changed my life, really, because I made loads of new friends. I had friends here, but a lot of my friends here are people that were just, you'd see in a bar, because that's where you met them when you first got to know people. Hi, all right, how are you doing? Yeah, see you tomorrow, I'll be in tomorrow. Like that environment. But then I got the football supporters club and made some good mates with that. I remember sitting with Martin, my friend that I always talk to you about. We're going to an away game, and we sat together on a minibus together, and we just got talking, you know, oh, where are you from? All right, yeah, all right, you know, and we got on really well. And it's so fucking cool. So I made friends with him and made friends with the other people. And each time we go to an away game, it rotates. So some lads are not here and some are. Do you know what I mean? So, all right, see you, how are you doing? All right, yeah, because they work away, or maybe because of Brexit, they can't be here that often. So I've met these really cool people and got a new interest, if you like, in the football. And it gets me away from this football, which, as you can imagine, when it's had an effect on marriages in your life, it's nice to get away from it. But I still love football, but it's grassroots. So it's when they're all on the bus talking about Man United, Chelsea, Liverpool, whatever, I'm not in them conversations, because I'm just happy to support my local club, even though they are, but it's their second club. Do you know what I mean? And when I'd been to a game, an away game one night, and there was this girl that I'd fancied around here for fucking years. You know, really, really, really liked her. But I was always involved with someone, or our paths never crossed. We were social media friends, Instagram and Facebook, but we'd never met. She added me, I think, because I don't normally do stuff like that, because we had mutual friends. And I used to see her stuff all the time. I used to think, she's fucking beautiful. Do you know what I mean? And one night I'd been out for a few sherbets with the lads, you know, at the football. And I slid into her DMs because she put something on Instagram about being a soccer mum. You know, and she said something like, she put a picture out of her son, you know, at the football or something. And I said, yeah, soccer mums are cool as fuck, them, aren't they? And she went, yeah, I am. And I went, I'll be the judge of that. And there you go. She's my girlfriend now, fiance, if you like. So I met her through the football. Met all my mates through the football. I've now started doing football photography because of the football. And now, you know, and I'm really enjoying my photography. So I've got photography, which is my new hobby. I've got the drone, which I know is going to be an extension of that. And everything's just fallen into place, you know, like now I'm, you know, my ex-wife probably thinks, if she was watching this video, would think, why did I miss out on that? Because when I was with her, it was all the stress. Do you know what I mean? Like that message coming through from the government last night, that it would have been a nightmare. Because it would have been, how I'm going to fucking do that. I mean, I still think that, but my life is more enjoyable now. I didn't realise at the time that it was all right, but I didn't have any interest or things to take your mind off shit. If you think about your life, right, when stuff's going wrong, maybe Liverpool is how you take your mind off your shit. Maybe finances, health issues, family health issues, relationship issues, you know, whatever the stress is in your life, if you've got any, maybe those couple of hours on a weekend with Liverpool takes you away from it. Whereas I lost that, if you think about it, because I used to have that when I was just a fan, but then it becomes your job. And when it becomes your job, you're getting emails saying, you know, or notifications saying we want 600. It's like, fucking hell. So it then takes the edge off it. Do you understand? So I didn't have that release, whereas now I started going to the cafe. Remember, I haven't been for a while, but I will be going back when I can. That helped me up here, I think, getting out of the house, because otherwise you're in this house all the fucking time. And some people might go, well, that's hard, I won't mind being in the house all the time. Yeah, but trying it for nearly 30 fucking years. Do you know what I mean? And you're not sat with colleagues, you're not talking to people, you're not meeting people because it's all virtual. Which is why I enjoy the live stream so much. Is it all falling into place? Because I'm talking to people. So I look forward to them, you know. So for me now, you know, the cafe was a good thing because it started getting me out, regimented, routine. I need to start going back to the cafe. I've got my football photography, which Niall has really encouraged me, supported me, bought me a lens, bought me a fucking second camera, just, do you know what I mean? Stuff like that. Really good friend that's helped me find me a bit. Do you know what I mean by that? And I'm enjoying it because I'm doing stuff for, you know, taking pictures of people and then getting them printed out. I went to the shop this morning to print some pictures. You know those I showed you? I'm sure I showed you, didn't I? The goal scorer and some of the pictures of the lads. €40 that cost me. €40, and I don't benefit one bit from that, other than satisfaction of going, yeah, lads, I got you some pictures done, and I shouldn't be doing that right now, you know. So I think everything's all right. I just need that lottery win. I'm very grateful of my life. Miss me mum, as you know, but I've got Remy. I've got a girl that does anything for me. I mean, she, you know, I used to miss having a Sunday dinner. I'm very old school. I'm very like, I'm your family man. I'm a home bird, me. You know, like traditionally on a Sunday, sitting down with your missus or your missus and your kids or your mum and your dad, whatever, just having your Sunday dinner is something all of right through my life. It's not so much the food, although there's nothing wrong with a roast dinner. It's that family and being together. And when you've had it pulled away from you, you miss it. So when you spend a few years on my own here, and then you got it back in your life, she's like, oh, what should we have? Like, because she knows I'm going to a football on Sunday. She's not going. So she's like, I'll make sure there's a Sunday dinner ready for you when you get back. And it's little shit like that, and you think, yeah. Do you know what I mean? So she was like, oh, I'm sick of having chicken, because we've had chicken last few weeks. I went, I'll get some beef, darling. Well, yeah, I'll get some beef. These are just the little things that make me happy. Most fellas are probably like, well, I just want to get my leg overdone. Do you know what I mean? I'm like, no, I want some Yorkshire puddings with gravy. That's not a euphemism, by the way. So right now, I've got Remy, I've got you, I've got my chick, I've got my cameras for photography, I've got my drone. I'm going away next week for a little bit. It's still a little break, even though I'll be working every day. It's just something different. I go to my most favouriteest pub in the world, which you'll see, and you've seen me do live streams from there. Overall, everything's hunky-dory. Little setback last night with the government, but typical. I had my hair done the other day, my hairdresser, and she was saying to me, well, not this time, but the time I went in before, she said, oh, they've asked for 3,000 off me, government. And I was like, what? And she went, yeah, they paid money to us during COVID, and now they've gone back to when COVID was and said you weren't entitled to that, so we need it back. So people are getting shafted all the time, you know what I mean? Like these are just ordinary working class people. They don't have 3,000 stuck down back at sofa, do you know what I mean? So we're all in it together. It's not unique, I know that. And if you're employed, not self-employed, I'm sure you get the same fucking stresses of that. You know, we could probably go on forever. The difference is here with you, I feel like I've got people that are listening to me and support me through it. I don't mean financially support me by supporting the channel, etc. I mean that talk to you. Do you know what I mean by that? And I'm very grateful. And that's why I can sit here for an hour and 15 minutes talking to you, because I feel like you're my friends. I know there's people watching this that have got zero time for me or want to see me fail, or have been in my life and want to see me fail, or are maybe the partners of people of failed relationships. You know, oh yeah, I was with this lad, all right, because they watch as well. Trust me, I know. And that's fine. You know, there's always going to be people out there that don't like you. But I remember I watched Simon Jordan the other day on the radio. Sounds strange on it saying watch on the radio, but it was simultaneously cast on YouTube. And someone said to him something that wasn't true, and he went, that's fine, you're entitled to your opinion, because your opinion means fuck all to me. He didn't say fuck all. He said it in a far more elegant way of, you know, and he was describing about what people think of you in life. And he was like, that's your opinion of me. That's completely fine. It's allowed, because you are fucking irrelevant to me. Because the only people you care about, the only opinions I care about are those from loved ones, and from those of you that are here for the right reasons. Your opinions count all the time. Unfortunately, in life, you know, you can't be cool with everyone. I don't have a problem with anyone on this planet, mate. Nobody. Absolutely nobody. But some people can be jealous. Some people can have insecurities and can hate you for those reasons. And people also, you know, if you're in a relationship with me, for example, and it ended shit, like my last relationship, not my marriage, my last one, you know, you could understand them, or maybe their loved ones thinking, oh, fucking wanker, you know, you broke her heart or whatever, and that, you know, I love her, and you'd understand that, wouldn't you? But it's not that simple, unfortunately. It's just not that simple. But when you put yourself out there, you've got to be prepared for it, guys. You know what I mean? Like, everyone's watching you. So I've enjoyed talking to you, and as daft as it may sound, I've always said this is like my counselling session, if you would. It feels like, you know, it gets things off my chest. I don't know what I'm going to talk to you when I do a video. No idea. And my hairdresser said yesterday, was it yesterday? Yeah, it was yesterday. I can't remember why this came up in conversation. But she said, well, you're just someone that wears your heart on your sleeve, aren't you? I went, yeah. Oh, I know what it was. I was out on Saturday with my chick, and a particular song came on that reminded me of my ex-wife. Not a lovey-dovey song, nothing like that, but just of good times. And it also reminded her and me of a family member of hers that died. So you can imagine that's an emotional connection. This isn't about, oh, I really miss you. It's nothing like that, right? Someone on here said, no wonder she divorced. I divorced her. I was the one that did all that, right? It was mutual. But what I mean is, when I reference my past relationship or relationships, it's not because she's clinging to it. I know there's guys on here, maybe girls as well, I don't know, but I know there's guys in my age group that have been through divorce and things like that, and can totally relate to what I'm saying. Because, do you know how I know? They tell me. They go, Dunk, I know exactly what you mean. So you can be the happiest motherfucker in the world out with your new bird, your girl or whatever, and you're moving on with your life. But you can't erase certain things from your memory. And why should you? You know, if I turn around to my partner and said, this song upsets me because it reminds me, you know, I can understand that's not nice for her to hear. She probably doesn't want to hear that. I'm sure I wouldn't want to hear it if she said it. But at the same time, I'm never going to say, oh, okay, then that person meant nothing to me just to make you feel better. It's not something you can control. So I heard a song which brought back memories of my ex-wife and the family member that died, and I see all the memories of that, how upset she was. So it's a song that is emotionally attached in my brain. It's not me going, oh, I miss you. It's not that. It's like, wow, you know, and it's a song that, you know, I just heard, and I was telling my hairdresser, because she was like, have you heard from her at all? I went, no. I said, but I was out overnight and this fucking song come on, and she went, well, and then she said, will you wear your heart on your sleeve, you? Because I was like, well, if no one don't, you know, if someone don't like it, I'll fucking tell them to fuck. Because then I would. I'm like that, right? You know, if I said, oh, that song upsets me, and someone said, I've got a problem with it, I'd say, well, that's just tough shit then, innit? Because I've got a problem with it. I don't want to be emotionally attached to that song. But there's certain things and certain memories wherever you fucking go. You know, my hairdresser went, well, don't go there anymore. I went, fuck, how can you not go out in Benidorm? It's all fucking same, innit? You know what I mean? But I know there's fellas on here that will understand that, what I'm on about. It's not that you can't just forget. You can't forget. You can't forget trauma. My ex-wife sat with my mum every day. Well, not every day, because she was in Spain as well. But when she was in England, when my mum was doing those 8 months, she sat there and washed my mum's hair and did her nails while my mum was ill in bed. How do I ever forget that? Do I go, oh yeah, that's my ex-wife, she's a right bitch? Or do I go, she really looked after me mum when she was dying? Do you know what I mean? You can't forget those things. You can't forget those things. I'll tell you one thing, I'm going to end on something completely different. Well, it's kind of clear. You know what I just said a minute ago? If anyone had a problem with it, they can go and fuck this, because I would absolutely 1,000,000,000%, if anybody said to me, you know, like that I was in a relationship with, and they never would, or anyone said to me, well, you shouldn't be saying that or thinking that, I'd be like, you can mind your fucking business, all right? This is for reasons I've just given. Like, that person was in my life for a long time, you know, helped me with my kids, helped me with my life and my mum. So I ain't ever going to just do the dirty on them. Do you know what I mean? Like, because some people are like, oh, you shouldn't be saying things like that. You're with such and such. You can fuck right off and say what I fucking want. Why is it that so many men are terrified of their girlfriends or wives? Literally, when we talk about going to games, a lot of fellas are like, oh, I don't know, I'll have to, she'll put up with that. What the fuck is wrong with you? Why are you in a relationship with someone where you don't know if they will put up with that? What's that all about? That doesn't mean that you go home and go, I'm just telling you right now, I'm going to the fucking... I don't mean that. What's that all about? That, and listen, they're all at it. My mates, she wears trousers. Fuck that right off. You know what? In a relationship with me, she's got the exact same rights as me. That's what I think. If she wants to go and piss for it, but it's not that she wants to, but if she wants to go for a week's girly holiday, I'm not going to go, you're not doing that. Is that what you want to do? Love, you go and do it. And I know she'll say the same to me. What is it with these fellas? What are you one of them fellas? Are you like, oh no, she won't be? What's wrong with you? Surely you should be in a relationship where you can do what you want, she can do what you, within reason. You discuss these things together. No? Or am I the odd one out here? Because it's not being arsey, like I'm going to do what I want, but I am going to do what I want. And so can she. She can do what the fuck she wants too. She don't need my permission. What's that all? Hey, people are weird, aren't they? Hey, do you know what? I've really enjoyed this video. I've enjoyed this one. Right, WhatsApp messages. Here we go. Back to reality. Liked your photo, liked your photo, liked your photo, liked your photo, started following you, mentioned you, battery saver is on. Right, I'm out. I gotta go because she's out of work. So what should I do? Should I get the bus home? In other words, come and pick me up, baby. I've enjoyed this. I feel better. I think the government thing set me off because obviously I went down that route. But it helps me. You know, like you say to me, maybe not you, but a lot of people on here say to me, you have no idea how much your videos help me, Duncan. I always go, I don't get it. What do I do to help you? But you help me. Because I feel like someone's listening to me. I would never in my life have this conversation with my partner or anyone in my family or my friends. But I can do it with you. How weird is that? Do you know, many years ago, my ex-wife, first one, I was young. I was in my 20s. Right? We got married at Anfield. We did. We were season ticket holders. We got married at Anfield. All our pictures took on the pitch and everything. It was fucking great. But that was another disaster caused by a cup talk, really, to be honest with you. And she lost a baby, and that was a bit fucked up. And yeah, we drifted. Same shit, really. Cop talk definitely fucked up two of them. I mean, I fucked them up, don't get me wrong. But I think if it hadn't been for cop talk, things would have been different. But there you go. Anyway, she used to say to me, no YouTube existed back then, right? So what I'm doing now, I was doing written form, an editorial. And she used to say to me, I read your editorials on Cop Talk so I can see how you are. She said, because you never tell me. It's like, I don't know if it's a man thing, but if I was stressed or worried, I would never put it on my partner. You know what I mean? So she said, I read your editorials so I can, are you all right? Now, my partner would have to watch my videos. But who's going to watch an hour and 26 minutes other than you, you fucking legend? Well, you're either a legend because you absolutely love my content, or you are one sad motherfucker. If you've sat through all that drivel and you hate me, that you need to evaluate your fucking life. Seriously. Honestly. But I don't hate you. If you don't like me, that's fine. I'm sorry. Whatever it is, whatever I've done, I'm sorry if you don't like me. But it ain't going to change anything. Because we are who we are. We can't change anything. Trust me, anyone I've ever offended in my life, that, you know, like, seriously, if you're like one of these fannies that gets offended by everything, I couldn't give a fuck if you're offended. But if I've offended anyone in my life, you know, like, I know, for example, that I was in this relationship with a girl not so long ago, and we split up, and it was me that, you know, said that it can't continue. Right, for whatever reasons. I wanted it to continue, but it couldn't. So that person was very upset, and it's guilt that's been... I'm sure now she's probably thinking, you did me a favour, thank fuck you've gone, right? So, and I hope she does feel like that. But I'm sure that, you know, her loved ones probably don't think very highly of me, you know, because they'll have seen her upset. But they won't know my side to it. Do you know what I mean? So there's always going to be people out there that don't like you, but maybe just don't know everything kind of thing. And anyway, I've enjoyed this video, really have. And I know some of you will be going, fuck me, an hour and a half, nice one. Some of them will be going, I can't watch that shite. That's all right, innit? But I've got to go and pick her up from work now. All right, guys, I'd fuck knows if there's going to be any more videos today. But there will be a live stream. Okay, I've got to go. Thanks for watching. Let me know if you watched to the end. Comment. If you want to support my channel, then keep watching, keep commenting, keep thumbsing up my videos. I'm sure this will get a few thumbs down, but that's a bit obvious for me, I think. I'll be crying into my swimming pool at a couple of thumbs down. There's a love heart on the video if you want to support me. You know, I don't take your support for granted. You can join the channel. That's amazing if you do that. The VIP membership is the best way of supporting me. The link will be in the video description, I think. I'll tell you what is in the video description. My Fuck It fund with Revolut, and I'm going for a beer tomorrow, and I think after just pouring my heart out, that's what I fucking need right now, to be honest. Now, there's 3 links in the video description if you want to use one of them instead of the love heart or whatever. That's fantastic. But yeah, do you know what? I've probably got enough for about 2 or 3 drinks in my Revolut, but I'm a day early. I'm going out a day earlier. It's not normal, that. Usually I'm like, hey, fucking get in there. Do you know what I mean? But we'll be all right, because it's Fuck It Friday, Fuck It Fun. Cheers, guys. You take care.